Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. A warm welcome to you on the Cricket Happening Show. Yes, I'm a bit under the weather today, no doubt. My throat is a bit sore. I do apologize for that, but nevertheless, as you know, cricket is something which I do with a lot of passion, and that's the precise reason I'm out here despite being a bit under the weather here, as you would understand, dear friends and subscribers. So, dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show. And on this Cricket Happening Show, I'll be previewing the final one-day international coming up between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. And as you know, Bangladesh definitely on the verge of having their first ODI series win. They can't lose this. Even if they lose tomorrow's one-dayer, which is going to be played at a new ground. In fact, one understands that the Sinhalese Sports Club ground in Colombo is very famous, but as far as ODIs are concerned, looking at the statistics that are coming in, it says that a one-day match is being held in the SSC cricket ground after a gap of 6 years. So that's quite a gap. So that's being held there. So definitely one has to wait and watch as to what is in store. But as I said, for Bangladesh, it's an opportunity to get their first ODI series win against Lanka in Lanka. Well, if we can do that, that would augur well for them. And also, and for Sri Lanka, well, they can definitely win this and square the series. They could give a lot of solace to them, or it could be that Bangladesh can't lose it. I mean, they can square the series as well. So that is something which is come. So I'll be previewing that particular match which is coming up. And also, there is one very important of the third T20 which is coming up between Pakistan and the West Indies. And for West Indies, the question would be, how do they deal with 18-year-old leg spinner from Pakistan, Shadab Khan, who is really befuddling the West Indies with his clever variations in his deliveries, his leg spin, his googly, and he's looking a sort of a real nemesis for the West Indies. Now, whether West Indies can go ahead and actually tackle him, Marlon Samuels did it to a certain extent, but definitely the onus will be on the West Indies team, and that will be the one which will determine West Indies' chances. Now, for West Indies, tomorrow if they are going to miss the bus and Pakistan go with a win, for West Indies, this ODI series is all over, because Pakistan would have won the ODI series and Shadab Khan could really set a new record tomorrow, as there are only two players who have got two consecutive man of the matches in two consecutive matches since their debut, and one has been and that list is being topped by the Sri Lankans. Sanath Jayasuriya, the former dashing opening batsman and the former mystery spinner who started off with that carom ball, Ajanta Mendes. So these are the ones, they are the ones who actually won the man of the match 2 times. Now Shadab Khan has already won it twice, and now if one more, if he could win, he would be creating a new record as far as man of the matches are concerned after his debut. So one has to wait and watch. But so I'm going to do a preview of both the matches. So let me start off with the preview of the Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka. As I said, let's look at Sri Lanka, because Bangladesh have been doing all the right things here. And for Sri Lanka, well, they did a good job in the second one-day international, but unfortunately it got washed out. They could have probably got a chance there. But well, this cricket, rain is something which is very common, as we all know. And you can't fight against nature any time. So just talking about this SSC ground, as I said, no ODI has been played And one day internationals has been played at the SSC in the last 6 years. So that is something. But as far as weather is concerned, they say that there could be some afternoon showers too. Whether it will be a truncated game, one does not know. Hope not. And Sri Lanka, they are looking pretty good according to me. Upal Taranga is leading the side well. Danushka Gunatilaka is an aggressive batsman at the top of the order. Kushal Mendes the other day got his maiden ODI century. Chandimal looks in good nick. Gunaratne are all talented. Gunaratne, Srivardhana, Tisra Pereira are all talented players. Dilruwan Pereira, the bowling is in the hands of Sringa Lakmal and Nuwan Kulashekara and Nuwan Pradeep. So, but it depends. I would say right now, they are evenly matched with Bangladesh really doing well. Now, Bangladesh wouldn't want to actually disturb the winning combination. That is, I'm sure about that. And Tamim Iqbal, they are all. Tamim Iqbal is looking in pretty good nick. Soumya Sarkar is doing well. Sabir Rahman is contributing his might. Mushfiqur Rahim, always a very, very good player. Shakib Al Hassan. Mossadegh Hussain is another one who probably could show some of his. He has already shown that by the biffing the 26 runs the other day. Mahmudullah. So definitely the Bangladesh team is also looking very well organized. Mustafizur Rahman Taskin Ahmed is coming on the heels of a hat-trick that he took in the second ODI, which never ran the distance, as you would all know. But definitely this match happens to be something which would be keenly watched. And for both the teams, it is important. For Lanka to go and draw the series, as far as Bangladesh are concerned, they would, if at all, they could win it tomorrow and the match goes the old hog. Bangladesh would have beaten Sri Lanka in an ODI series in Sri Lanka for the very first time. So hope this match really goes the distance, unlike the second ODI. So that will determine as you know, it's a 3-match ODI series, and Bangladesh would be hoping that they could get a series win. Now let's cast an eye on the third T20, which is coming up, of the 4-match T20 series, and we have to look at the West Indies first. This is going to be played at the same ground, the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad and Tobago. And for West Indies now, the first thing would be how do they deal with Shadab Khan? Now Shadab Khan is someone who is really spinning a sort of a web around the West Indies batsmen, throttling them, and then with his clever variations of deliveries and googlies, he is really making the ball talk, and the West Indies are succumbing to his wiles for sure. And he is definitely proving a very good sensation as far as Pakistan are concerned, and definitely a player who is really being built up for the future for Pakistan, no doubt about it. Now his figures: 4 overs 3 for 7 on his debut, 4 overs 4 for 14 on his second match, and at both times he was named man of the match. And he could, if at all West Indies still continue to struggle with this young guy Shadab Khan, then I would say Shadab Khan would be setting a new record as far as man of the matches are concerned. Now, as far as the West Indies are concerned, the problem happens to be that they have not been getting good starts. In fact, Evan Lewis is a very aggressive player, and I'm sure tomorrow we are going to see a different approach from the West Indies, because it's a must-win for them. And I think West Indies should play in their own calypso manner, and that is to whack the leather out of the ball. And I'm expecting something of that to happen, because for West Indies it's a must-win match. If at all they lose it, they would be out of the T20 series. So one would probably feel that the calypso music is really done in fine fashion tomorrow. So West Indies, Evan Lewis and Chadwick Walton. Now Evan Lewis is, as I said, an aggressive player, but it's very vital for West Indies that they get off to a good start with Evan Lewis and Chadwick Walton. But again, the key would be as to how they handle Shadab Khan. Marlon Samuels was the only one who got a handle on Shadab Khan, and also He played in a very sensible manner. He knew Shadab Khan was not the man to go and attack, so he actually concentrated on Imad Wasim, and Marlon Samuels would be quite aware about it. And I'm sure Marlon Samuels tomorrow might definitely have a different approach against Shadab Khan. Probably he might go on the offensive against Shadab Khan, but it'll be interesting to see whether they can do it with lots of purpose here. Lendl Simmons, the team is looking very strong. Kieron Pollard, I'm told he has been really struggling big time. Kieron Pollard, he has not been having runs under his belt, and he has not scored a single 50 since 2013. Yes, he has been in and out of the team, but nevertheless, Kieron Pollard, for his dynamic manner in which he plays, it's a real shocker that Pollard has not been amongst the runs. Roman Powell or Jason Mohammed. Now that is going to be the question. That is going to be interesting. I would rather say that Jason Mohammed should come into the team, because he also played well in the. In fact, he is a good player. Jason Mohammed is a very good player, and one would like to see Jason Mohammed in the mix, as he played very well against England. So it won't be a bad idea for me. As far as I'm concerned, I would rather say that Roman Powell should make way for Jason Mohammed, because especially considering that Roman Powell had got 2 chances and he has not actually grabbed it, I think it's time to go for Jason Mohammed, who did well against England and collected 250s as well. Carlos Brathwaite is yet to show his heroics after that T20 World Cup West Indian victory, and that is something that Carlos Brathwaite has to show to the crowd. And will tomorrow be the day when Carlos Brathwaite breaks loose? The bowling, well, one good encouraging thing for bowling, the Samuel Badri and Sunil Narine yesterday definitely pulled, they definitely did a very good job of actually getting the Pakistani batsmen in a real tailspin with their style of bowling. And Samuel Badri and Sunil Narine were the ones responsible for Pakistan to be all for 132. Yes, they'll be supported by Jason Holder and Kesri Williams. So Sunil Narine and Samuel Badri has to continue their good work that they did in the previous T20. Kesri Williams is also a good bowler. He has done very well in the CPL, as we all know. Now, as far as Pakistan are concerned, to bluntly put it, the battle is between the West Indies and Shadab Khan, according to me. Pakistan, on the other hand, their problem happens to be the 2 comeback batsmen in the Pakistan team, Ahmed Shahzad and Kamran Akmal, have not got going well tomorrow. And now Pakistan are definitely on the ascendant, no doubt about it, but they know that tomorrow if they beat the West Indies, they would have their tails up, because that would be, they can really go probably do some experimentation in the final T20. Now that is something one has to see, because Ahmed Shahzad and Kamran Akmal have been failing, and whether tomorrow we are going to see the change in that opening slot, whether Shahzad, who the other day actually injured his shoulder, whether he would be dropped, and probably Mohammad Hafiz might be given a chance to open with Kamran Akmal. That is something, but Pakistan, one thing that they would be very confident is that the Shadab Khan is someone who has really posed a question mark on the West Indies batsmen. So definitely they would be hoping that they could probably stick with the winning combination. But I would say Mohammad Hafiz is someone I would like to see Mohammad Hafiz open with Kamran Akmal tomorrow. That would be a good pair. But Kamran Akmal will definitely be under great pressure, because if he is going to fail this test, he is going to have problems. Babar Azam, Fakhar Zaman, who has done all the very good stuff in the Pakistan Super League, as he has not really come up with this goods, and Fakhar Zaman will be expected to do something tomorrow. Shoaib Malik doing the solidity job for Pakistan. Sarfaraz Ahmed, the captain, the wicket keeper. The bowling, Shadab Khan. Again, that man really, that boy, I would say, 18-year-old boy, has become a sort of a real household name for Pakistan now. And the bowling, Imad Wasim, and the bowling will be in the hands of Hassan Ali, who bowled the excellent final over there to Sunil Narine the other day to actually secure the victory for Pakistan. And then Sohail Tanvir and Wahab Riaz would be supporting him. But again, it's going to be played at the pitch of the Queen's Park Oval, and I'm sure there could be, they say that there could be some real clouds hanging over probably in the evening, and that it would be interesting to see when the toss is being won as to what the teams do, because with the cloud cover hanging, the ball can really move about. So I think the toss would be pretty crucial according to me. But more than that, I would say it would all be about how West Indies play Shadab Khan. Nothing else to add here. So that is as far as the preview is concerned. And now just a very quick cricket news. As far as cricket news is concerned, as you know, we are also getting on to the another premier tournament, which is the IPL, the Indian Premier League 2017, which is coming up in the month of April 15th, I reckon. And I have to say that this year's IPL, the Indian Premier League 2017, is going to be robbed of a lot of glitter, because the news that is coming in, a lot of Indian players are injured. One is the Indian captain, the Virat Kohli, is someone who is going to be not playing the initial IPL matches because of the shoulder injury. KL Rahul has been ruled out of the Indian Premier League 2017, and also there is news coming in that Ravichandran Ashwin, the spinner, has also been ruled out of the Indian Premier League because of a hernia injury. And so I think that is going to really rob this Indian Premier League of a lot of glitter. No Virat Kohli, no KL Rahul. Virat Kohli probably might play in the balance remaining matches, and there is no Ravichandran Ashwin. And I think these are all top players from the Indian cricket team. And if these three are not going to be, and as you know, KL Rahul and Virat Kohli were the top run getters. I mean, Virat Kohli was the first, followed by AB de Villiers, and the third was KL Rahul. So you could just imagine what is going, how it is going to affect the Indian Premier League, which is coming up in the month of April. And also, other than that, Ashwin, another big draw card in the Indian team, and he is also a doubtful. He's also ruled out of the IPL, and I think the IPL is definitely robbed of a lot of glitter with some big names going out due to injury. Other than that, dear fans and subscribers, there's nothing else to dwell on today. I hope you all loved this cricket broadcast of mine. As I said, I was a bit under the weather, but as you know, cricket is something which really brings out the best in me, and sometimes I also feel reinvigorated once I do this cricket show, probably because of the passion that I have for this very fantastic game in the international sport, cricket. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram, signing off for the day.